Overthinking feels productive, but it's actually mental procrastination. Your brain gets relief without action. Every time you plan or research, you're just tricking your nervous system into thinking the job is done. That's the trap. It's the ultimate illusion. And once you see how this loop works, you'll never fall for it again. Because right now, you aren't fighting laziness. You're fighting a biological lie that feels like work. Meet Victor. Victor is a writer who hasn't written a single page in 6 months. But don't tell him that. Victor is busy. He spent the last 24 weeks optimizing his environment. He bought a $900 ergonomic chair. He spent 4 days choosing the perfect minimalist font for his laptop. He even watched a 3-hour masterclass on how to build a morning routine for creatives. He was exhausted by 10 a.m. every day. Why? Because he was doing the pre-work. One day, Victor's mentor walked in, looked at the empty screen, and asked, "How's the book?" Victor started listing his research. His mentor cut him off. "Victor, you aren't writing a book. You're just LARPing as a writer." That hurt. It hurt because it was true. Victor was using preparation as a shield to protect himself from the terrifying possibility of writing a bad first draft. So, what was actually happening inside Victor's head? It's a concept called productive procrastination. Your brain has a very sophisticated survival mechanism. Doing the hard thing, the actual writing, the actual coding, the actual sales call, feels like a threat. It carries the risk of failure, judgment, and rejection. But your brain also hates feeling guilty. So it offers you a compromise. It says, "Hey, don't do the scary thing yet. Instead, let's watch a tutorial on how to do it." When you do this, your brain releases a small hit of dopamine. You feel organized. You feel on top of things. But it's a phantom victory. In psychology, we call this the intention-action gap. Your brain confuses the intention to do something with the action itself. Every minute you spend preparing for a task you already know how to do is just a sophisticated way of running away. You are burning your most valuable cognitive energy on the packaging, while the product inside is rotting. You are just like Victor. I know you have that one tab open. That one book on your desk, that one perfect plan you're waiting to execute once life settles down. Let me be the mentor for a second. You aren't waiting for the right time. You are hiding in the prep work because you're terrified that once you start, you'll realize you aren't as good as you want to be. You would rather be a genius in waiting than a beginner in motion. But here's the cold, hard truth. You cannot optimize a zero. You can't fix a page that hasn't been written. You are choosing the safety of the loop over the reality of the result. So here is the deal. No more research. No more one last video. I want you to pick the scariest, most unpreparable part of your task and do it poorly for 10 minutes. Right now. Stop being a professional student of your own life and start being a practitioner. Because the only difference between a dreamer and a doer is that the doer was willing to be crap at it while the dreamer was still picking out the font. Put the phone down. Go.